A civil lawsuit alleges rapper Jay-Z sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The lawsuit was originally filed against Sean Diddy Combs back in October, then refiled on Sunday to add Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter.
Welcome back to It's Culture Podcast. My name is Mark, and I'm the host of It's Culture Podcast. Breaking news, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about this already, but Jay-Z has been added to the Diddy case as a co-defendant now. Hasn't been charged with anything criminally, but he has been added to the lawsuit saying that he was part of a assault sexually on a minor. Now, before we get into it, hit the like button, hit that share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get all the updates. And as I say on all my shows, thank you all so much for subscribing. We on our way to 7,000. Hit that subscribe button and help me out. As I was saying earlier, Jay-Z has been added to this lawsuit with Diddy. We've been covering the Diddy case since it broke with all these lawsuits. Y'all can go back, check my timeline. I've been covering this since last year. Now Jay-Z has been added as another person on the lawsuit. In regards to this case, Jay-Z has been added because it's alleged that he participated in the assault of this young woman after the VMAs at a Diddy party. Jay-Z, in his defense, has come out with his own lawsuit. He's filed a lawsuit against the lawyer claiming that he has a history of doing this and trying to extort him out of money and wants the Jane Doe to be unreleased. This young woman was supposed to be 13 years old at the time. And we're going to get into all of that. This is very, very touchy because these are allegations for a while ago. I don't know when this was supposed to have happened. Tony Busby is the lawyer representing this Jane Doe. But Jay-Z, through Roc Nation, did release a statement. And this is what the statement reads. It says, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer, quote unquote, named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These allegations would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I am not from your world. I am a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict code and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physicists who believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Very, very powerful statement. Very, very powerful statement. He talked about valor. Mr. Busby is supposed to be a former first lieutenant as a Marine. They do have honor. They do have valor. I serve with a lot of Marines. What Jay-Z did was basically tell this man, if you all have a case against me, don't try to get no money. Take me to criminal court. Let's see if these allegations will stick. Because all these lawsuits, these frivolous lawsuits, y'all try to tie people up, try to get them to settle. I'm not settling nothing. Jay-Z is also calling for this Jane Doe to be unmasked. So we're going to see what's going to happen with this. I hope that this is not another case of the Diddy's, as I'm calling it. You don't really hear much about Jay-Z and his personal life. Those rumors haven't really circulated like that, like they were about Diddy. Everybody knew about the Diddy parties. Those was always circulating amongst the community. But not so much about Jay-Z. He kind of lives more of a private life. Him and Beyonce, they're not in the public eye like that. I mean, they're in the public eye, but it's not like you see them out and about, you catch them out and about like that, or you've heard things like this. So this statement is very, very powerful. But I want to go back to one particular part of this statement where he said about his kids, with him and Beyonce having to sit down and talk to their children about this. That's a real thing. Having to sit down and have this conversation, wondering, the rumors, your kids in school, and now people like, psst, hey, you heard what's going on with such and such? These kids, especially Blue Ivy, are at the age where they have social media. They seeing this stuff. Nobody wants their kids to see them getting drugged through the mud. So for Mr. Bugsby's sake, I hope that the lawsuit is real. But for Jay-Z's sake, if for his sake, I hope that it's not. I hope this is I don't like ambulance chasers. I don't like lawyers who just go after and try to sue anybody and everybody to try to extort them out of money. That's not justice for me. I agree with Jay-Z on this one. If this is about protecting the woman and getting her justice, then this should be her going to the police, filing a criminal case, not a money grab. I despise the civil stuff before the criminal. I think it's a gross character of justice. I really do. Because you're not really getting justice. I mean, you're getting money, but does that really give the person who these alleged offenses actually happen to? Does it give them any solace besides getting paid? I mean, if you want to extortion attempt and you just want millions of dollars, does that take away the pain and suffering? I mean, because what they're accusing him of is a 13-year-old. This is like a minor. And we've, first of all, if this actually happened, where were the parents? Can we have that conversation real quick? Where were the parents? Like, I have kids, and I'm pretty sure some of you all have kids. My kids are grown now. Most of them. I mean, I do have one that's a senior in high school, but there is not a time where I could think that my daughters at the age of 13 went anywhere by themselves. Now I know I come from a different generation when I was out and about doing stuff, going to parties, going to stuff at 13 years old. But I don't think I've had my kids. My kids didn't really do that. So I guess sometimes you think about it. But what was a 13-year-old doing, and how did they get to an awards party for the VMAs and get to a party that Diddy is hosting? That's the part I don't understand. Now, is this Jane Doe an artist that would have had access because they were in the industry, but still at the age of 13? So I'd be curious to see the entire suit whenever Mr. Bugsby comes out. I mean, he was part of the Deshaun Watson stuff. Him and Gloria Allred, this is what they do. They go around and they find women to make these cases and they try to get money. I guess it's lucrative because they do settle sometimes. But if this young woman was 13 and this happened, this is nasty. This is absolutely nasty. And like either way, this is just a bad suit. And the suit is not just against Jay-Z, it's against Diddy as well. This is one of the ones that's being compounded into his case. But to name Jay-Z as a suitor, this is shocking. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. I know I was kind of a little bit all over the place on this one, but it kind of this one really kind of touches at the soul because you kind of wonder what people will do for money, but you also got to think about the victim as well. And I don't want to discount this, whoever this Jane Doe is. I don't know. I'm not in these circles. I don't know these people. I don't know anything about anything. I just report what I see. But I think about it from a parental standpoint. There's not a time where I would have had my child in a situation where they would have been by themselves with some grown men at an award show party at a mansion somewhere. Like, how did that even happen? So, but we'll see what goes on with this. I'll keep you all informed. Like I said, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Until next time, Coach Nation, let's keep it coaching.